There you are. Let's talk. Well, I was up at Cockcrow this morning, quite early, just as it got bright, about 6:15. That's very early for yours truly. But I have to do a few chores before I go, one thing or another, and I had my breakfast and I do a few exercises. I didn't have time to do my usual prayer time, so it'll have to be waiting tomorrow morning. And so I left at about 10 to 8 or something like that, maybe quarter to a little after that. And I had to go to Navan to get an express bus that goes at the NX from Navan, and so I could go down a Con Street, and it goes on the dual carriageway. It stops a bit, when traffic was heavy enough when I was on the bus. Actually, by the time I got to Navan, I think it was 20 to 9, and I didn't have too long. I got the car parked in near the place called the Arbonne Hotel. It's this car places, and I went off then, and I went where the bus was, which is a little bit of a walk to it, and it's kind of changed a bit from the last time I was on it. So I asked somebody, does the NX stop here? Because there was one bus stop further down, and it said something about that. And the information on it, you could find yourself going back. It said something about a bridge. So anyway, I asked, and yeah, the bus, the NX stop there, and it was long. I was only there a minute when it come, so I was fortunate. And I was in Dublin at about before 10, and the meeting was at 11 o'clock in the Ashling Hotel in near Houston Station. It used to be known as Kingsbridge in my younger days, and you get the Lewis, this tramway system, if you like, and I got that in Abbey Street. Walked down, but as I walked there, I noticed where they used to Kylemore Bakery used to be, and myself and my late wife used to have a meal in there, and it was good and busy. But it's closed. There's nothing there now. And I noticed as I looked down top of the street, just off O'Connell Street, off this spike thing that they have, this monstrosity in the middle of the street, instead of having a concrete structure and perhaps a restaurant and a lift up to it and stuff like that, do something positive. But you can steal spite that is frighten the life out of you and give you a nightmare looking at it. Anyway, but I looked down and I saw quite a lot of shops closed. And because I had a bit of time, I went into Veritas and bought a book. It's only 7.50, and it was a nice book with sort of stuff that I like. And I inquired because I offered 10,000 my own money to if others could support it to keep. It's owned by the people, and then they have other stores, and one in Letterkenny, and one in Cork, one in Limerick, and one in Blanchardstown, one in Derry, and the one in Letterkenny I was in, and it was one in Blanchardstown, of course, and the one in Letterkenny is doing very well. So I was talking to somebody in there, and they think somebody is interested in keeping it open, and maybe hopefully keeping a few more open. So maybe what I suggested there in the video some few weeks ago when I got the news of the fact that it was closing, because I buy books there quite regular when I'm in Dublin. And when I spend with my friend Eamon in Palmerstown, I'm able to go in the bus because you can't drive a car into it. But anyways, I was at this, and it was apparently they had to meet in February, which I normally get on your pay slip that I get because I worked in the Royal Library. It was a great organisation established 150 years, but gone now because of the last general manager put in a bank person from a bank instead of a Royal Library. A person that would be more prudent in the bank did the fellow working in the bank did a lot of strange things, and it closed after a few years because of what he did. And it's going for 150 years and very successful. Anyway, just doing that. But anyway, there was for the third people we've had some grand outings and one thing and another. But anyway, this was to wind up the association because we paid £1 a month, but there's quite a bit of money in the kitty. And the lad that was the secretary, he's the trustee as well. And there's 140 paying into it, but there was only, I think, 9 or so at the meeting. And I didn't know about the one in February, but I spoke and I thought it should be kept open. And I wouldn't mind stepping into it. And they don't know who this 140 pay a pound, and for some reason or other they don't know where they are, who they are. And I thought that was strange. That would be the first thing you should know and make it your business to know. But if the man that's the secretary trustee, Mr. Murphy, Michael Murphy, and if he would have a different agenda than the like of a person like me that's been dealing with difficult situations, I would have made sure that I had the names and perhaps phone numbers of all these people and to contact them. It takes time, doesn't it? And to inquire about it because anyway, there was first of all, it was going to be a show of hands, and what I suggested it should be private. But there was only me and another man voted no. And the man beside me, I couldn't believe that he voted no. And another fellow that had been on my right that had spoken, he sounded like he'd be a no man. He must have voted yes, the scoundrel. And I wasn't too pleased about that. And chairman and the other, I don't think they should have had votes. It should have been the ones present, and then it would have been defeated. But they voted. Yes, Oliver.
Jonathan, how's it going? Did you call me?
Well, I did. Did you look at the video?
Oh, you made a video, did you?
I did. Yeah.
Let's have a quick
Yeah.
look here now.
Okay. Yeah. Look at it. Yeah. Look at it. Okay. Right. There you are now. You get these in the middle of nowhere. Anyway, so I was talking, and so that then means that it's going to be wound up. But I'm going to make an appeal about it. First of all, I don't think the chairman and the secretary should have had a vote. It should have been those that was present, and if it was based on that business, it wouldn't be wound up. And then he was talking about charity and this, that, and the other. So I left at that stage because I was going to get to Lewis and get the bus to get to Navan and so on and so forth and collect my car because I wasn't expecting, and a colleague that I rang hadn't noticed that it was there, and he was minding his daughter's child. And she's an adult, I think, and bringing to the gym and this. And I just thought that it was a bit peculiar for that his daughter is should have other ones to be able to do that without having to depend on him. He's in Greystones, and she's near Mount Kennedy. So anyway, she couldn't come because if he'd have come, he might have been on the north side like me, and so therefore would have been defeated. I made apologies for him, but not much good. So there we are, and so it's very peculiar, isn't it? Bye now, and enjoy the rest of your evening. Yeah, bye now.